Have you used BitTorrent to download a movie back in the day? Or you sold 20 bitcoins when it was at 600 bucks? Or maybe you yelled, "Why is Wikipedia asking for donations again?" Surprise! They are built on decentralized system. And guess what? Even your brain might be decentralized. This video is your personal red pill. We are diving into how decentralization helped early Christians spread like a wildfire, how your brain might work like BitTorrent, and why the future of AI could look more like a swarm than a supercomputer. It's weird, it's powerful, and it's already shaping your life more than you think. What is decentralization? Decentralization means removing control away from a single authority. So instead of one boss calling the shots, power is spread across many independent parts that work together or sometimes don't. It's like a communal gardens grow food together on shared land. No landlord, no company, just people cooperating or debating over tomatoes. Decentralization isn't new, it's ancient. You know what's wild? For most of human history we didn't have bosses. No kings, no presidents, no CEOs, just small tribes figuring things out around the fire. Somebody knew how to hunt? Cool, they led the hunt. Someone got really good at stitching up wounds? They became the medic. Power moved with the moment and decisions were made together. It was messy, but it worked. And then things scaled. When groups got bigger, villages turned to cities. Suddenly, who is in charge became a real problem. You can't run a 1,000-person farm in town by just passing the talking stick. So boom, centralization is born. One leader to rule them all, and eventually one king to tax them all. But not everywhere gave him so fast. Take ancient Greece. These guys basically invented the startup city-state model. Athens did democracy, Sparta was all gym, no chill. Each city ran its own show, local laws, local rules, local beefs. Sound chaotic, right? And yet it kinda worked. You had innovation, competition, even early influencer wars. Plato versus Sophistes, anyone? But when Persia came knocking with actual war elephants, Greece realized, maybe we do need a central squad leader. Enter alliances, empires, and yeah. Goodbye decentralized dream. Even early Christianity started decentralized. No giant churches, no Vatican, just small groups meeting in houses, sharing letters and understanding things their way. Kind of like the first open source religion. It spread like a wildfire precisely because there wasn't a centralized institution to burn down, but as more people joined, things got complicated. What do we actually believe? Who decides what's in the Bible and what's fanfic? So around 300 years in, Emperor Constantine throws a theological group chat called the Council of Nicaea. Let's settle this once and for all, he says. Boom, doctrine hierarchy, church power. Once again the decentralized thing gets a promotion and a dress code. So basically decentralization worked brilliantly in small tight groups, but the moment you scale, fight wars, or try to agree on one version of the truth, someone grabs a crown and says, "I got it." And just like that, we enter the age of centralization. Why? Because let's be honest, sometimes it's efficient. You need decisions made fast, resources allocated now, and someone accountable with things explode. That's where centralized systems shine. Take the Roman Empire. Roads, aqueducts, taxes, law, all managed by a central government. Sure, it was brutal, but it worked for centuries. Or modern corporations. Apple doesn't run on a team vote. It runs on tight control, brand consistency, and decisions that can move billions of dollars overnight. Try doing that with a committee of 10,000s. Even during crisis, people naturally gravitate towards central control. Pandemics, wars, natural disasters, we don't usually ask for a council, we look for a commander. But there is where it gets interesting. Over time, centralized systems get too big, too slow, too disconnected, and too bossy. Enter the pushback towards decentralization. Government starts handing power to local authorities. Big companies losing control through franchises or community-based decisions. And the internet, well, it gave everyone a megaphone. You don't need a newspaper to be heard anymore. So the cycle repeats. We decentralize for freedom and flexibility, then we centralize for order and control, then we get tired of being controlled and decentralized again. It's a loop, like breathing in and out, like empires rising and falling, like downloading a song on Napster, getting sued by Metallica, and then using Spotify. History doesn't move in straight lines, it kinda dances between extremes. So yeah, this back and forth isn't just ancient history. You're living it every single day. Most of the time you're bouncing between centralized and decentralized system without even realizing it. Even your brain might work like BitTorrent because it's made of specialized regions that share information without a single master controller. Just like BitTorrent splits a file into chunks and distributes them across peers. Your brain processes tasks by letting different areas handle parts, then syncing it all together in real time. And the best part, this allows the whole system to work even if some part disconnects. Let's play a little game. Next time you do something normal, ordering food, reading the news, arguing with strangers online, ask yourself, is this centralized or decentralized? Here's what I mean. YouTube. One company, one algorithm, one ruler to demonetize them all. Amazon. Massive control, fast delivery, and they know your shoe size since 2017. Uber. A central server tells driver where to go, who to pick up, and how to rate your awkward silence. Banks. You trust a single institution to manage your money and freeze it if needed. Netflix. Central library, central decisions, central heartbreak when they cancel your favorite show. BitTorrent. No main server, you're downloading from 1000 strangers and praying none of them are seeding malware. Wikipedia. Written by everyone, controlled by no one, except a few moderators who apparently never sleep. Cash. No middleman. You hand someone a tenner and the deal's done. No logs, no 3 days delay. Open source software. Think Linux or even VS Code. Built by crowd, used by the world. Email. No single company runs email. Gmail, Outlook, your weird domain from 2007, they all just follow the same protocol and pass messages around like digital pigeons. No permissions needed. And when you line this up, centralized versus decentralized, it's like seeing two different philosophies of how the world should run. Order versus freedom, speed versus resilience, simplicity versus control, and we're constantly switching between them, depending on what we value more in the moment. But the digital world, that changed everything. Flashback to the 1960s, the Cold War heating up and everyone's asking one terrifying question. What happens to communication if a nuclear bomb hits? That's when Paul Barron, working at RAND Corporation, pitches something radical. A distributed communication network, not one big hub, but many small nodes, all connected. Each node could talk to the others directly. If a few got knocked out, say by a nuclear strike, the rest would reroute the signal and keep the system alive. The government said, cool idea, but bit complicated. The concept stuck, and decades later it would quietly become the blueprint of the internet for peer-to-peer tech and, yeah, for a blockchain. Then the 90s hit.
Let's rock this joint!
And we say, goodbye 80s, hello 90s.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Destination.
And so did the cypherpunks, a wild bunch of cryptographers and libertarians who believed in privacy, freedom and mouth over governments. People like Timothy May, Hal Finney and Wei Dai weren't just building encryption, they were building ideals, dreaming of digital cash, uncensorable communication and decentralized everything. It wasn't just tech, it was a movement. Fast forward and suddenly we're here. In the age of decentralization, Decentralization 2.0, but now it's fully digital. Blockchain is decentralization in overdrive. No banks, no middlemen, just math and consensus, plus a way to match many coins named after dog. Social networks are flirting with it too. Mastodon, Forecaster, Blue Sky, where you own your own posts, not some Mark or Elon. But here's the kicker. Digital decentralization comes with its own set of headaches. It's hard to govern. Who makes the rules when there is no one in charge? It's easy to exploit rug pulls, scams, fake tokens, and sometimes it's slow and expensive. So yeah, freedom and chaos now share the same wallet. For sure, YouTube or Amazon will die someday. Everything centralized eventually cracks, and when it does, something new grows out of the cracks. So what might the next decentralized world look like? Just imagine you call a ride not through Uber, but through an open protocol. There is no company, no commission fee. Drivers and passengers vote on rates, safety rules, even dispute resolution. It's like Uber run by DAO. If something breaks, the community patches the code. If someone abuses system, the community decides what to do. More freedom, more responsibility. Now imagine your house becomes its own power plant. Your rooftop solar panels isn't just lowering your bill, it's part of a global grid. You generate power at noon, your neighbor uses at 6 p.m. No utility company, just wallets and smart contracts. Energy becomes peer-to-peer, and science, right now, if you want to read a paper, it's behind a paywall. If you want to contribute, you need funding, credentials, and approval from some committee that meets twice a year. But what if knowledge lived on a decentralized network? Anyone could publish, anyone could verify. It might be thousands of citizen scientists collaborating globally without gatekeepers, without borders. Real-time science open to all. And then there is AI. We're used to thinking of AI as centralized OpenAI, Google, Meta. But imagine thousands of AIs running across the world owned by no one, trained by everyone. Open weights, open data, distributed logic. A global intelligence, not a single Skynet, but a swarm, like a brain without a skull. It sounds thrilling, it also sounds slightly terrifying, but that's decentralization. It doesn't ask permission, it just emerges, and when it works, it changes everything. Personally, I love decentralization because it's rebellious. It says, hey, what if you owned your data, your money, your identity? It's not perfect. Sometimes it's chaotic, but it's one of the few things in tech that still feels human. Messy, diverse, and impossible to fully control, just like life. Centralized systems give order, decentralized ones give power, and between the two lies our future. If this video made you think, or if you're now wondering whether your Wi-Fi router is plotting to join a blockchain DAO, like, comment and subscribe. Let's stay weird, stay curious, and yeah, stay in tech.